Hello everybody out there. Welcome to Live from Home number 47, I think we're at. Thanks for being with us. Okay, I'm gonna go straight into another one. That's a good way to warm up, let me tell you. So it's great to be with you all. It's nice to see the comments coming in. I have my screen off to the side here, so I always enjoy learning where you are tuning in from. So let us know where you are watching from. It's really amazing to me that we can reach people all over the world with this stream. I've seen some comments from people throughout the States, over in Japan, someone down in Melbourne, Australia, and Texas, Scottish Highlands, Vienna, Austria, Austin, Texas. Absolutely amazing. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to play a variety of songs for you this evening, and I wanted to let you all know that my fingerstyle guitar courses have been on sale for a few days, and it's a big sale. It's an 89% off sale, and it ends in less than 24 hours. So if you're a guitar player and you want to get into these fingerstyle guitar courses, we have a beginner course, an intermediate, and an advanced course, and the sale ends, the 89% off sale ends in less than 24 hours. So you can find the links to get that big discount at joerobinson.com/courses. So it's on my website, joerobinson.com/courses. And I'm going to play a song now that is one of the tunes that I teach in the courses. This is a song that I dare say all of you will be familiar with, by the Beatles, of course. There we go. Isn't that a beautiful piece of music, man? One of the greatest tunes there ever was, I think. So here's an arrangement of a wonderful song that was written by Jose Feliciano, and George Benson recorded it on his 1976 album Breezin', and I've enjoyed arranging it for fingerstyle guitar. It's called Affirmation. I hope you like it. This is a fun tune to play because it's a real challenge. There we go. I got to laugh at the end of that. It's good fun. Well, you might see a rabbit jumping around in the background here. Can we get him in the frame? There he is. He's not in focus back there, but I'm in Quebec City right now at my fiance's apartment. I've been up here for a few weeks, and it was just a beautiful day here. Just so sunny. It was nice to just enjoy perfect weather. So I hope wherever you are in the world, it's been a nice day and you're having a nice weekend. I always look forward to these streams, to playing some music for you all. And I do have a virtual tip jar that is not required for admission to the show, but if you're enjoying the music and want to leave a tip, it's very much appreciated. The link to the tip jar is joerobinson.com/tipjar, TIPJAR. It should be in the chat or in the video description. Paolo says, it's so hot here in Brazil. Sounds like I'd love to visit Brazil. I've never been down there. All right, we got quite a few comments coming in. Huge fan. Your performance on Vintage Guitars channel was so good. Thank you. Carter Vintage. That's a great store in Nashville, which is where I live. And it's always fun to go in there and play some incredible instruments. I played, like a Sunburst Les Paul that's worth $300,000. Like one of the most coveted electric guitars out there. Always cold in Scotland. A nice sunny morning here in Sydney. Lovely day in Melbourne. All right. Here's a little Jerry Reed for you all. Emil asked, I love your playing, Joe. Do you have any tips for arranging for fingerstyle guitar? I definitely do. And toward the end of this stream, I'm planning on kind of having it'd be more of a guitar lesson. I want to talk about fingerstyle guitar, so I'm going to get into that just very shortly. Thanks for the question. Here's a request that I saw come in. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. Sounds as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. I just love playing that song. You know, there's lots of sad and complicated things going on in the world right now, but when I play music, I just can't help but feel happy and feel connected to this, you know, language that people love all over the world, the language of music. And so I see that as being my job, is to speak the language of music and share my music with people. I've been enjoying posting more songs to social media, especially YouTube. I post every Tuesday and Saturday a new song arrangement or sometimes a little mini guitar lesson. So be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube if you haven't already. And I also share a lot of content over on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok even. It's really interesting, the songs that pop on TikTok. They're the ones you might not, you know, suspect. I would have thought TikTok is full of, you know, really young people. But there's a lot of people who love the old standards over on TikTok. So there you go. And I made an announcement yesterday that there's going to be no more tour dates for me this year and through, you know, kind of next spring here in the US, kind of probably April. So it's sad to not be going out on the road, but I feel it's the right move. And, you know, truthfully, I love waking up early and practicing. I love waking up at 4 a.m. It's kind of, you know, my favorite routine. And touring is you know, there's nothing like being on stage for a live audience. but it's a lot of traveling. In 2019, I drove about 75,000 miles, which is a long way. It's a lot of driving. And so I don't miss that aspect of touring all the time like I used to. I've been on the road since I was about 11 years old. That was my first tour. And, I've just been playing as many gigs as I could find for, from then until now. But anyway, I'm going to keep playing songs, and I'm going to just say that thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying the music. Thank you to anyone who shares my videos, because it's been amazing to connect with new people, especially over the last year, where I've been focusing my energies on recording music and sharing songs with the world. So thanks for enjoying it. David's requesting All of Me. I can play that. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. So how can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart. Now why not take all of me? All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. So how can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart. Now why not take all? Why not take all? Why not take all of me? There we go. Great song. Okay. I'm going to play some original music. This is a tune that is a new song I've been working on. I still haven't named it yet. I played it for Tommy Emmanuel recently, and he said it sounds like When the Zeppelin Flew Out West. And so that's the name that's sticking at the moment, When the Zeppelin Flew Out West. I think that's a really interesting title. And just a reminder, my fingerstyle guitar courses are on sale for 89% off for a few more hours. So check out joerobinson.com/courses if you want to pick up those courses at a huge discount. joerobinson.com/courses. here's another one. I think it's a little bit similar because I play it with a pick I'm not finger picking these songs, which is different from me, because usually I'm finger picking all the time. I've been enjoying writing tunes with a pick. This one has no title either. Thank you. And all right, here's another one. This one I have named. It's called The Rush. And I just saw a comment that says, you gotta slow down, you'll get picked up for speeding. All right. There we go. All right. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. So we have a virtual tip jar set up for the show. And the tip jar link is joerobinson.com/tipjar. The tips are not required for admission to the show. You know, these shows are free. I stream on YouTube and Facebook. And I can see the comments streaming through from both feeds. And it's nice connecting with you all. But anyone that enjoys the music and wants to leave a tip, I really appreciate that. It's joerobinson.com/tipjar is the link to anyone who wants to do that. I love playing this guitar because I just put some fresh strings on it. I recorded a song today, a new arrangement of a Beatles tune. That'll be on my channel on Tuesday. Saw a request for this one. This is Streets of London. After this tune, I'm going to do, a little bit of I'll talk a little bit about fingerstyle guitar playing. And we can do a little bit of a Q&A if anyone has any questions about playing. And I'll tell you more about the courses that I have. Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, kicking up the papers with his worn out shoes? In his eyes you see no pride, and there loosely by his side yesterday's paper telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me that you're lonesome and say for you the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Have you seen the old girl who walks the streets of London? Dirt in her hair and her clothes in her rags. She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home into carrier bags. So how can you tell me that you're lonesome and say for you the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. So how can you tell me that you're lonesome and say for you the sun don't shine? And let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. There we go. Streets of London. I love playing that song. KC asked, Joe, can you play the Gremlin? It'd be awesome to hear you play that song again. I'll play the Gremlin real quick. Then we can do a Q&A. Okay, so Q&A. Let's talk about fingerstyle guitar. So what is fingerstyle guitar playing? Well, fingerstyle guitar playing is playing guitar, not just using a pick to strum the chords, which has a great sound, or flat picking, which also has a great sound. We're using a thumb pick, or you can play fingerstyle with no thumb pick, and we'll talk a little bit about the pros and cons of using a thumb pick. But finger picking is essentially using the fingers to pick the strings, and the way I like to approach it is having a kind of bass part that accompanies some finger picking rolls or a melody played on the top strings. So an example of that, using the rolls, might be doing something like this. And something with more of a melody would sound something like this. So let's just see what's going on under the hood of playing things like that on the guitar. So with the thumb, I'm playing a pattern. So if we take a C chord like this, which, you know, chords like C, G, A minor, and E minor can allow us to play a lot of songs. There's a lot of songs that feature, you know, just regular old guitar chords. We don't need to learn a million different jazz chords or whatnot. But if we can get the thumb pick with the right hand or the bare thumb to play a pattern like this, it can be a great foundation for playing a lot of different songs using either a roll all that is 4 notes with the thumb, and then 2 notes in between those notes. 3, 4, 3, 4. Now, I don't want to spend too much time, you know, on every little step, but that step is really, really, really difficult to do. And if you've never played fingerstyle guitar, then it's really going to take a while of practicing that pattern. Slow, painstakingly slowly. And, you know, if anyone's at that stage, check out my beginner fingerstyle course, because it's a real step-by-step, very easy to follow breakdown of this style of playing that will allow you to play, you know, folk songs, blues songs, you know, pop songs, R&B songs, a lot of different genres. If you can get the thumb independence to kind of allow you to play these finger picking rolls and patterns like that. So, as I mentioned earlier, my fingerstyle courses are on sale at the moment for another few hours only, and you can pick them up now for 89% off. So it's a really great deal. It's a wonderful thing. So click the link in the description or in the chat. joerobinson.com/courses is where you'll find the 3 courses. There's beginner, intermediate, and an advanced course. And it worked out to be about $10 for each one of them. So you could pick up all of them. You could pick up one of them, whatever you'd like. If you're new to playing fingerstyle guitar, the beginner course is what I would recommend. If you can already play songs like Freight Train, windy and warm, which I know there's a lot of fingerstyle guitar players out there who can play those tunes, then the intermediate course is probably where you'd want to jump in. And if you're an advanced player, meaning you've performed on stage and you can play some songs from Tommy Emmanuel and me and Chet Atkins and more complex arrangements, you might find the advanced course to be the place to jump in. So now is a great time to do that because the courses are 89% off, which is pretty amazing. The full price is $150 or so, and yeah, now you can pick them up for $10 thereabouts. It's a little different each country because the exchange rate is a little bit different in different currencies. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. The thumb keeps that pattern going, and we can move to different chords. A minor, maybe to a G, back to a C. Maybe we'll add a string grab, which is just plucking the strings. E minor, G, maybe a roll. Create a lot of great music like that. Another great song, I've been working on an arrangement for this, is there's an example of just a beautiful song written by the great Leonard Cohen, of course, one of the greatest, that uses the same principles as, I teach in all the fingerstyle guitar courses, playing patterns with the right hand fingers, trying to get a beautiful sound, a beautiful tone, and I really emphasize the kind of technical principles that I believe are really important for playing the guitar. Especially being really relaxed when we play. So I see that as being kind of the real, that's kind of what it boils down to, is being able to play all kinds of different songs and different licks and different ideas, different chords, different patterns, while staying relaxed. Because when we first learn something, or when we're first trying to play fast, we kind of tend to tense up, and we need to practice to develop the control to be able to play the guitar with a really relaxed left hand, right hand, relaxed shoulders. We all, make guitar faces sometimes. I'm definitely guilty of that. My face will be making all kinds of crazy sounds because I'm I'm making crazy faces just because I'm so into what I'm doing sometimes. But we're really training our hands when we're practicing to be really relaxed. So that is so important. And there are specific exercises that we can do, like hammer-ons and pull-offs with a watch. I'll do that for about 45 seconds to a minute, and most people find that quite easy. Then you go to the middle finger and the ring finger. And then you go to the ring finger and the pinky. And most people really struggle with the pinky. And the pinky is not as important if you're playing lead guitar. Like if you're playing rock and roll, I know a lot of people who just go. I wasn't even using the pinky to play any of that. And you can get away with it. But when playing fingerstyle guitar, the pinky is really, really handy because, you know, there's our top melody note played by the pinky. I don't want to say fingerstyle guitar is an enlightened way to approach the instrument, but it really is, I think, an incredibly expressive way to play. And, you know, there are a lot of great guitarists that you might not think of as being fingerstyle guitar players, but like Derek Trucks, you know, I don't think he uses a pick. Jeff Beck, he doesn't use a pick. There's a player named Matteo Mancuso who plays lead guitar with kind of the right-hand fingers like this. He's unbelievably great. So, I'm left-handed. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to the questions now. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm left-handed. Should I have the guitar that you buy strung backwards? That's not necessary. There are plenty of left-handed players who play, you know, just a regular position. I'm right-handed. My father is left-handed, but he plays, you know, in the same orientation as me. But he rides a skateboard and a surfboard in different orientation. It's very strange. He rides one goofy and one straight. That's pretty weird. But you can string this, you know, you can turn the guitar up the other way. You know, you can buy a left-handed guitar if you want. Generally speaking, you know, do what feels right. And if you've played a certain way for a while, then keep doing that. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's more difficult to find left-handed guitars. So, if you're just starting out, I would say you can absolutely play in the regular orientation if you're right or left-handed, but there's no rules here with regard to changing the strings upside down or turning the guitar into the other way. I know some great players who play lefty. Okay. John says, thanks for the free tab I just put into the tip jar. Hey, I really appreciate the tip jar. Anyone who enjoys the music and wants to throw in $5, $10, $20, if you feel like it's a virtual ticket to the show, then that's very much appreciated by me. The tip jar link is joerobinson.com/tipjar, but it's really, you know, it's not an essential thing. It's really just something that is very much appreciated by me. And how about a Chet Atkins tune? I've played several of Chet's arrangements before. Benji says Eric Gales. Does Eric play with the fingers as well without a pick? I wouldn't be surprised. He's an amazing player. Absolutely amazing. Hey brother, can you play lefty and righty? I cannot. If I put the guitar on my other side like this, I'm an absolute beginner. Isn't that strange? I remember when playing, you know, anything felt like this, but I can kind of play like this. Not really. Rory Hoffman plays like that amazingly. Okay, can you play any Chet Atkins? Here's a little bit of Windy and Warm, which is a great song that I teach in the beginner course. Dave here makes a great point. The slots in the nut are usually sized for the strings. So if you're playing a right-handed guitar, if you just switch the strings around, they might struggle because the slots will be the wrong way around. So if you're going to restring your guitar lefty, you know, it's good to take it to a luthier. And anyone who buys a guitar, I really am a big believer in having someone who's really good set up your guitar, and be someone at your local music store who can do a setup on your instrument. It shouldn't be too expensive, maybe $40-50, but it's really worth doing that, I think, because if the instrument's very easy to play, it makes your learning and it makes the instrument that much more enjoyable to play. And when you buy a guitar new, the instrument shipped from the factory with kind of like a basic setup that's appropriate as a good starting place, and it's easier to lower the action than to raise it. So usually they start off a little bit high and a little bit more difficult to play than we want for fingerstyle guitar. We want the action nice and low. If I really play loud, you'll hear the low string buzzes. But if I play with kind of a regular dynamic, it doesn't buzz very much. And I saw a question about the pickup in the Maton guitars. The pickup is called the AP mic, and it's the AP5 Pro. That's what's in this guitar, and it's an incredible sounding pickup live. But when I stream or record, all I'm using is a microphone. So I'm using this microphone, and this is an Aston Starlight is the name of the microphone. It sounds a lot like a Neumann KM84, which is a great acoustic guitar mic. So the Aston Starlight, they're quite inexpensive for as far as microphones go. Okay. Hello everyone watching multiple streams this evening. Great. Is that your signature guitar? The same as available in stores? Yes. This is the exact guitar that's available in stores. It's a beautiful instrument made by Maton. And I'm really proud of it. The back and sides are made with Tasmanian myrtle, and it's a great sounding and really fun instrument to play. So, Marek says, can you play your composition, please? Absolutely. I'm going to finish up in a moment with an original song, but I have played quite a few originals during the stream. Just FYI earlier on. What weight strings do you generally prefer? So the gauge of strings I use, when I play electric guitar, I just use 11 to 49. And in fact, lately I've been using 10.5 to 48, which is just a little bit lighter than a set of 11s. And I really like that. Sometimes in the past I've used 10s. Sometimes in the past I've used 12s. But on the acoustic guitar, I use a set of lights, so 12 to 54 gauge. However, I replace the high E. It gets complicated here, not that complicated, but I replace the high E with a 0.14 gauge. So usually it's a 0.12 in a set of, light strings, but I use a 14 because I just like a little bit more sustain on the high string there. So that's what I do. I've been doing that for about 10 years. And I'm just used to it, and I like the way it feels and sounds. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in this evening. Thanks to anybody who has contributed to the virtual tip jar. The tip jar link is joerobinson.com/tipjar. And thanks to anyone who has shared the stream. I always appreciate it if you share it over on Facebook, especially you have that share button. And thanks to everybody for enjoying the music and for your questions and comments. James asked for Fiji. He's asking about the thunk behind the beat feel in Fiji. That's a great tune to end with. And so I just want to remind everybody again that my courses for fingerstyle guitar are 89% off for a few hours only. So now is a great time to grab those courses if you're interested in learning fingerstyle guitar. The link to them is joerobinson.com/courses. You'll see there's a beginner, intermediate, and an advanced course, and they work out to be about $10 each. The full price is $140, $150, somewhere in that range. But we have a real special on at the moment, so come on in. And when you're in the course, you can send me messages if you have any questions. So here's a little bit of Fiji, and asking about the thump. So I'm assuming that's just the backbeat. And all that is, there's a little reverb on the microphone, so it sounds a little, splashy. But all it is the palm hitting the strings, and the strings hit the fret. And the thumb pick also, hitting the low E string, can give you that backbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Here's a song called Fiji. Hope you enjoy it. This will be the last number for me. Take care out there, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend. It's been really nice playing music for you this evening. Take good care out there, everybody. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.